to 92. Judges David Sutherland and Chris Migliore both score the bout 98 to 91. All three in favor of the winner, the problem child, Jake Paul.
Grateful for it now than anything. No knockouts. Knockouts will mean nothing. You gotta be able to go the distance. That's fighting.
Everybody has a plan until they get hit. You got hit, and how did it affect you?
Mike Tyson losing to Jake Paul might sound like a headline from a different reality, but it's real. At 58, the boxing legend stepped into the ring and was defeated by the younger internet personality turned fighter. As shocking as the outcome was, what came after the match was even more surprising.
We gotta do this again.
Reactions were instant and intense. Some fans cried foul, accusing the match of being staged, while others were simply stunned. But welcome to 2024, where unexpected outcomes are becoming standard.
I haven't did this in 15, 16 years. I'm not a giant, I'm a beginner.
Did he ever hurt you tonight?
Well, listen, he surprised me with the hook. He hit me with a hook, a good hook. Hurt. Yes, it did hurt.
This wasn't just another fight, it was a full-blown spectacle. Hosted at AT&T Stadium and streamed live on Netflix, the build-up had been massive, and all eyes were on the ring.
Mike, there's just no appetite for this. It just doesn't make sense. The other thing is Mike having to pull out because of ulcers, like that f***ed it all up. Jake's team's brilliant, so maybe it's a Trojan horse, like I've said before. Hey, just get this across, we'll get the views, and then they're going to sign 3 fights, some sort of deal, or gets the UFC. I don't know. I don't see the...
Tyson, a name once synonymous with fear in the boxing world, was expected to easily overpower Jake Paul, a YouTuber known more for internet antics than athletic achievements. The narrative seemed simple: Tyson dominates, end of story.
On Friday night when I put this man to sleep, so that is pretty dope.
He dreams a lot.
A lot of dreams. I knew it would all come true.
This is not going to come true.
But things didn't go as planned. Jake Paul, often dismissed as a social media entertainer, shocked the world by not only surviving Tyson's blows but landing a knockout that changed everything. Tyson couldn't continue. Yes, Jake Paul actually won.
What did you initially think when you heard that Mike Tyson was going to be getting in the ring with Jake?
I was thinking that Jake Paul was going to be in trouble because, you know, Mike Tyson knows how to throw great body punches, great headshots. And, you know, we'll just have to see if he's going to do them in the ring. I'm hoping that.
It was one of those moments where reality felt off. Viewers questioned what they'd just witnessed, wondering if they'd seen a sporting event or a plot twist from a movie.
This is a scary, scary man. He's a killer and has all the power still clearly in all the videos, all the sparring that he's showing, dropping his sparring partners. My mom is messaging, she can't even watch Tyson punch. She won't watch it because it scares her.
Jake Paul's boxing image has long been tied to showmanship. His training seemed unserious, often overshadowed by goofy online content. Many assumed he was more performer than athlete.
I have big plans and I'm continuing to, again, do the impossible and show people what I'm capable of. And they chalk up what I've done to fights being rigged. Still, when he posts on his Instagram looking like a killer.
Boxing fans and purists dismissed him. For most, Paul wasn't a real fighter, just a distraction from the sport's legacy.
That used to bother me. That used to bother me because I was like, no, I'm working so hard. Can't you people see? But now I take it as a compliment because the human peon brain of the 99% can't even comprehend how good I've gotten and what I'm accomplishing in this world.
But behind the scenes, Jake Paul had been working. His claims of shocking the world were more than talk. He had a plan, one that few took seriously.
He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not going to.
Out of the spotlight, Paul trained rigorously. He didn't enter the ring just for a payday, he came to prove he belonged. And when the bell rang, it showed. This was a focused, disciplined Jake Paul.
100%, and I have to stay active. I have to stay working towards my goal of becoming a world champion. So there needs to be 3 fights a year for me at least, and that's how I get better, is under the bright lights and performing when there's adrenaline and nerve.
As for Tyson, just stepping into the ring at nearly 58 was already a feat. Most men his age are reflecting on their past glories, not creating new ones. Yet there he was, ready to fight.
Ready to go. Now, does a loss to Jake Paul damage your legacy?
I don't look at my life as a legacy. Legacy to me means ego. Who the about my legacy? I'm gonna be dead soon one day. But he's not gonna.
Despite his age, Tyson's fire hadn't faded. He could have easily walked away from this match without a single critic, but that's not who he is. He took on a challenge few would dare.
Round 5 and Jake's looking for the finish. He's hurt! On the ropes! Jake Paul pouring it on here! Realizing big time round for Jake.
Walking into the stadium, Tyson carried the weight of his legacy. From the opening bell, he reminded fans why he's called one of the greatest. He wasn't there just to show up, he was there to fight.
Unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge of ringside, David Yakabuchi, scores about 97 to 92.
The power was still there. Early rounds saw Tyson land heavy punches, his footwork sharp and aggressive. Jake Paul looked overwhelmed at times, nearly knocked down by Tyson's signature uppercut.
Former undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
But the fight took a turn. By round 3, age began to show. Tyson pushed through fatigue with determination, never asking for pity or rest. The crowd admired his grit.
On the ropes, Jake Paul pouring it on here. Realizing big time round for Jake Paul. Big round, big round, big.
Then came the moment that changed everything. Out of nowhere, Jake Paul delivered a powerful right hook that stunned the arena. Tyson, who had controlled the pace, was now on the back foot. The momentum shifted dramatically.
Migliore both score the bout 98 to 91. All three in favor of the winner, the problem child, Jake Paul. Your winner.
Analysts later noted Paul's strategic approach, absorbing punishment early, letting Tyson tire, and then striking. It was a calculated risk that paid off. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Jake Paul had evolved from internet fame into a serious, if unconventional, competitor in the boxing world.